What's up, DSPORT DVD? It's your boy Jaron here. We're coming to you from Bandimere Speedway, right outside of Denver, Colorado. It's the return of IDRC at Bandimere for our Street Tuner Mayhem. We're gonna see some great drag racing action today. Let's get to it.
The return of IDRC is great. It brings all the races back. You can tell by the turnout we have today. Prior to this year, it has been down for about a good 5-6 years, and it's on its way back up, so it's great to see IDRC back.
My name is Aaron Wells. I'm from Colorado Springs, and this is a 2004 Subaru Impreza STI. I decided to go with the Subaru platform because I really liked watching World Rally Championship on TV. Rally car racing pretty much destroys the car and couldn't afford to be rebuilding it all the time. So I had a good friend that was into drag racing. He kind of got me hooked, and here we are. I've had multiple blocks in this car, so there's been a challenge there. We found out at about 550 horsepower, you'll actually split a stock sleeve. So this motor is actually sleeved by Darton. Pretty much done with power-wise. I may do some suspension stuff, but otherwise I'm pretty much done. I like the way it is right now. So just keep it reliable and have fun with it.
The IDRC Street Tuner Mayhem event at Bandimere Speedway brought out some serious street and strip competition vehicles. In the Exity Clutches Street class, a pair of 10-second STIs would dominate the field. While it's rare to find two 10-second STIs at a drag strip on the same day, it's even more impressive when you consider that these street cars would likely run mid-10-second passes at sea level. In the final, Ben Hotchman in his black STI would face Aaron Wells in the silver STI. When the lights turned green, Hotchman would get a .182 second hole shot advantage that he'd use to stay ahead of Wells to capture the victory. The Honda USP Pro class featured a plethora of Hondas, while Mike Durner's 1990 Eagle Talon made the number 7 spot in the field. Sam Park Civic was on a tear early on, delivering 9-second performance. At the same time, Durner's 4G63 powered Talon was getting deeper and deeper into the low 10s. In the final, Durner's Talon would experience some difficulties, and Sam would waste no time in taking the win. Spec Clutch's Supermod class featured the quicker bracket class entries. Matthew Eisner met Vinny Asti in the final. Asti redlit on the line and handed the win to Eisner.
Nope, they're not gonna smoke.
Anytime you get over 300 competitors to an event, it's a success. The IDRC is looking forward to working with Bandimere Speedway to make the 2012 event even bigger and better. Stay tuned and find out more at www.importdrag.com. A custom 6-point roll bar, NRG carbon fiber seats, and a G-Force 5-point racing harness are giveaways that this is not a stock STI.
My name is Ben Hockman. I drive a 2006 Subaru STI. I'm from Aurora, Colorado. I ended up going the Subaru platform because I used to have a Subaru prior to this one, and I ended up buying a Subaru simply because of my infatuation with the WRX when it first came over. The purpose of the car was to build a car that was practical. It would enable me to come out and compete with some of the fastest cars in the state at a competition level, and also enable me to enjoy the car on the street for what it was originally built for, just the driver's car, which is primarily the reason I didn't go with an Evo. I have a lot of fun on the street because I'm able to surprise a lot of cars, you know, even just lane changing, you know, trying to give courtesy to certain people and they don't want to give it, and I'll just take it. Honestly, out here in Colorado, I've actually had a couple of run-ins, and believe it or not, they've been positive. I actually had a cop follow me to Bandimere one day for a test and tune night, and he admired the car and ended up getting me free admission because of it. There was a lot of complications, just like any project car like this. You know, research and development is a big portion of getting a car to this level. Certainly, trying to battle against the head gaskets is my biggest battle with the Subaru platform by far. I was just trying to hit mid 400s, which is what it hit. And initially, when we went with this setup, we were questioning whether or not the car was even going to be capable of 11s. We ended up pushing it and learned how to drive the car. Came out on a weekly basis and just set it up strictly for drag. Today went really well. My first round, I ended up getting the bye, being the #1 qualifier. So we ended up testing the run, trying to, you know, get the tires set up for the track because, you know, we had a real tough time getting the car to hook. We didn't get the 60 foots that we were looking for all day. So overall, we didn't get the performance out of the car that we were looking for, but we ended up keeping our head down and driving through it.
The Subaru EJ257 short block has been fortified with 8.5-to-1 CP pistons, powder connecting rods, and Cosworth rod and main bearings. ARP L19 head studs were also used in the build by Metro Performance to provide additional clamping force on the Cosworth head gaskets. A Force Performance FP Red TD06 hybrid turbocharger sits atop a Swain-Tech coated agency power exhaust manifold. A Hyperflow 660 GT core establishes the custom intercooler system. A Buescher Racing dual in-tank fuel pump system and a set of 2,000 cc per minute squirters from Injector Dynamics make up the fuel system.
Yeah, I mean, it was a real nerve-wracking moment racing Aaron. Him and I have been building cars side by side for years now, and we're constantly just trying to keep up with each other. He does have the higher horsepower car, but I do have more experience in the car driving it down the track. So what it came down to was just driver, and I think it was a good end result.
At 30 psi of boost pressure, the engine generates a stout 457 horsepower on a Dyno Dynamics all-wheel drive dyno. This equates to more than double the original power when measured on that same dyno. An advanced clutch technology 6-puck HD clutch modulates power delivery, while DBA 4000 series rotors and Hawk Performance HP pads deliver the stops. A set of Tane Super Street coilovers help to plant the Enki RPF1 wheels dressed with the 245/45 R17 BF Goodrich drag radials to the ground.
Soon we're gonna probably be sleeving the motor, O-ringing the heads, and bumping it up to a larger turbo so that I can run the same size turbos that my competition's running, and they will no longer have that competitive advantage. I'd like to see this car do 10.5 at 135 or low 10s. That's my ultimate goal, and eventually in the 9s someday. I want to give a shout out to Metro Performance and all the hard work that they've put in building this car and giving guidance up late night hours and putting up with me. Also want to give a shout out to Revolution's Performance for their help and guidance, and also Survey on Tuning for all his help as well.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No worries, bro.